Hi all, and welcome back for our latest episode of Car Check. We're here in Immendingen, and today we have the Mercedes-AMG GT63 S E-Performance 4-door coupe. And I'm excited to dive into all your questions together with Jörg.
Hi Mauro.
Hi Jörg, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Who'll be telling us all about the details of this beautiful car. First thing I noticed is this beautiful color. One thing's for sure, driving past the Casino Square in Monaco, I wouldn't go unnoticed with this car.
Yeah, this color is part of our individualization program. It's called Manufaktur Copper Orange Magno, and from my perspective, it fits perfect to that sporty car.
I couldn't agree more.
What's also new is the new front apron, which is standard for our V8 models, and it features the air curtains on both sides of the car and that huge AMG grille with the air intakes down there. A design which you may know from your AMG GT3 race car.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, that's always the first characteristic I look for, and that tells me that it's a true AMG. Jörg, we talked about the styling, but what can you tell us about the performance figures?
What you see here is our iconic 4-liter V8 bi-turbo engine built with the one-man, one-engine philosophy. This engine features 639 horsepower plus 204 horsepower from the electric drive unit in the rear, which combines to a total of 843 horsepower and a massive torque of 1,470 Newton meters.
It's incredible numbers. What's the number from 0 to 100?
Thanks to our 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system, you get the perfect traction, and it is below 3 seconds, which is 2.9 seconds from 0 to 100.
That's incredible. That's quicker than my GT3 race car. I mean, that's where you see all-wheel drive combined with a lot of power. That's crazy. All right, with all those numbers, I want to take it for a drive now.
Okay, let's go. In terms of driving dynamics, we do have the AMG SpeedShift MCT 9G transmission in the car, as well as the AMG Ride Control Plus suspension with adaptive damping. And you can experience it perfectly on the road.
I'm experiencing it right now, I think.
Yeah. When we are talking about dynamic driving, you may feel the active rear axle steering on the car.
Very well feelable that at low speeds it's steering opposite the direction of the corner to increase the rotation, and at higher speeds like right now it's steering in the same direction to give you more stability. So that's immediately feelable, that feature. So as always, we asked you, the community, to send us in your questions, and the first question to you, Jörg, is from the community. What is your favorite drive mode for this car?
So Mauro, my personal preference is the S mode. For me, it's a perfect combination between all the usability and sporty driving. And if I am in the mood, I would switch on the exhaust system. But how about you?
Well, first of all, I have to agree with you on the exhaust system and the engine. I always like to hear the engine. But then it just depends, I would say, on what kind of road conditions and where I am. Because for a mountain road, I would probably use S+. If I'm in town, maybe it'll be S. I think that's a good compromise, what you mentioned. Or if I'm sitting in traffic, it might even be fully electric, which is, for me, the great thing about this car, that it has this wide spectrum of options available. That brings us to the next question from the community. How does it fare as a daily, especially in nasty underground parking garages and when you do the grocery shopping?
Mauro, as you mentioned, it's a very versatile car. And in regards to the parking garage, we do have the AMG Ride Control Plus suspension with hydraulic self-leveling. And even if the car is fully loaded, you have the complete ground clearance to drive in those garages. And in regards to the shopping, we do have a huge loading compartment in the rear. And if you are going to transport longer items, you do have the optional folding rear seat. And on weekends, Mario, you can experience on curvy, windy roads the full GT spirit of the car.
All right, let's do just that.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really impressive. I mean, despite its weight, which is higher than average, we have to say that, it really hides the weight well, because car feels really nimble, very precise, reacting very well, and you can feel the features you mentioned. So the AMG Ride Control Plus and the rear wheel steering. So now in this corner here, the stability is just really strong.
I absolutely agree. It's incredible.
So Jörg, the community wants to know, is it worth to change from the 53 model to the 63 model as a daily driver?
So the most obvious difference is the engine. While the GT53 has an inline 6-cylinder engine, the GT63 has our iconic 4-liter V8 biturbo. Both cars can be used for daily driving without any restrictions. But however, if it comes to performance-oriented driving, the GT63 can fully exploit his advantages due to his engine power. And thanks to the AMG ePerformance hybrid system, we do have the additional mentioned power. We have an optimal weight distribution of 50-50 due to the electric drive unit, which is placed in the rear. And you have the ability to drive fully electric. For example, on a Sunday morning, picking up the bread rolls for your family without waking them up.
That's a valid point. Jörg, one thing I noticed about the hybrid is how fast the battery charges. I mean, I'm almost always at 100% state of charge.
So that's the result of the ePerformance always-on strategy. With our high-performance battery, which is a fully in-house developed battery, a one-to-one technology transfer from our Formula One car.
Okay, and that means the battery is basically always charging, not only when we're braking.
Correct.
Talking about braking, I mean, it's not the lightest car, and with its power, it can reach really high speeds. So what can you tell me about the braking?
That's why the car comes standard equipped with our AMG high-performance carbon ceramic braking system, which provides best deceleration and maximum braking and fading stability on heavy loads.
Jörg, thank you very much for all your insights and all your infos.
You're welcome. See you next time.
See you next time. All right, time for me to give my verdict on this car. Positives first, the acceleration. It's out of this world. You have to experience it to know what it means for a car to accelerate from 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds. It's very, very impressive. Puts a massive smile on your face. That paired with the sound, which, I mean, a V8 sound is something I love anyway, so for me, a massive plus. The versatile character of the car, again, a huge plus. For me, it's a great daily car for any situation. From going to the bakery to driving in country roads, which are a little bit tighter and twistier, so big spectrum of character for the car. In terms of weight, which maybe is a small minus, yes, it is a car that is above average on weight, but having said that, the cornering ability doesn't reflect the weight. It's very, very well engineered, very stable, not much body roll. The different solutions that Jörg explained to us contribute to that, so very impressive in the cornering ability. The braking, a big topic. Obviously that weight needs to be decelerated, especially when you're coming from high speeds with so much power. The carbon ceramic AMG high performance brake is definitely the brake you need and want on this car, so very good solution and decision there to have that as a standard equipped brake for this car, because you need it so that you can feel confident to slow that speed down. I would wish to have even more trunk space, but let's be honest, there's more than enough space in the trunk and in the car to go for a nice family trip with your kids, your wife, and lots of luggage. So I think overall, it's a great car. I have to be honest, my wife keeps telling me to get it as the next car, so I think she's right.